So, this is where the math
Caduceus
happens.
not detected. Entry kindly,
Impressive.
yet firmly declined.
What was in those rations?
Calcaduceus not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly in...
I didn't need to hear any of this. What a day to be sentient.
I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the, Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. It is part ceremonial item, part computronical key. Grants special access across the Archive by transmitting a series of advanced calculations when waived. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you, in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. I am obliged to face you then. I am no arbiter, but as a dutiful subject of the Protectorate, I will not go without a fight.
Enemy spotted.
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Harmonizing replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am EUENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. I am not trapped. I am not a... There are no additional persons present. I am a composed simulacrum of a human being. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation. A means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above, to attract the most consumers.
This thing seems unbalanced.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago. Though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude, to perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. In order to improve calculatory processing of Rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Anti's Choice operators. Oh, those skills will come in handy here. Trust me. The Archive remains contested. Frequent outbreaks of hostilities are likely. Some repair work is I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems. Cold storage. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the Archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations. Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern. It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical. Some categorical overspill inevitably occurs. Attempts by non-order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues. When active, the Archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water between the vast ocean below Cloister's exterior and a surface reservoir. I can process the Rift data without its repair, but irreparable damage. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of Crabbles have made the area a nursery. Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans?
As we're looking to upset the Order, it'd be better to restore what's broken with this thing than to cause more damage. Though definitely not as fun.
Inverting targeting protocols. There, any Protectorate still on the ground level is now being fired upon. Permissions within other areas of the Archive are locked, however. It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to improve preservation. Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work, and
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases.
Subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feel daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Every one of my 14 occupationally honed threat detecting instincts is screaming for caution right now. Resorting to violence.
Suffered extensive damage.
Go for torpification. Capacitor out. Getting pilot energized. Every one of my 14 occupationally honed threat detecting instincts is screaming for caution right now.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Vitals are in the red, Commander. Mobilizing. Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Fortificator at ready status. Vitals are in the red, Commander. Capacitor out. Get it while it's under charge. resorting to violence.
Suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Fortificator at ready status. Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Not sure there's a more efficient way of cooling a computronic system than building it out of an ice moon. Wonder if putting it in orbit would work. Anyone standing
expectancy.
Retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information. If you encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
This didn't happen naturally. These poor fools were flash frozen somehow.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
Remove this gadabout immediately!
I'll handle this.
Combatant observed. Capacitor. Locking them down. Purification in progress.
To retrieve key data, in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information. If you encounter opposition, remember, our
This didn't happen naturally. These poor fools were flash frozen somehow.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What? What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did you just... Please, come talk to me. I must know what you did. What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf. What did you do? You mean to say we've been running ourselves ragged here, while the whole time there's a device that controls the entirety of the and it was in the Protectorate's possession? That's damnably... I mean, the paradigm is infallible. I am certain we were meant to flail about without this obvious... What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Truly? Why, if that were to enact any additional functionality in our lab, it might just be the thing we need to complete our work. Oh, during the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the control room and triggered the chemical fire suppression system, and it literally froze all the... I've been working on a procedure to reverse the effects. Sadly, it has proved a hard shell to crack, and so far, it is my hope that... Wait, what did you do? What happened to my patients? Why have they been shattered? You monster! Go
Proceeding to attack.
Step aside. Swine. This might sting.
You've suffered extensive damage, Commander. Commander, throwing energy your way.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow
What in the... What did you do? And what does it do? How does it work? Please, truly? Why, if that were to enact any... Wonderful! This might be the breakthrough we've been waiting for. We've been working for weeks... Oh... During the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the... I'll monitor the subjects for changes while you try your hand in the lab. Just... Please, be careful not to trigger the fire. What? Oh, dear Matriarch, what have you done? Guards! 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 Huh?
Subject crossed.
Stories of violence.
Why? This might sting. A lot.
Recharging the box! Ask without reviving me. Taking the fight out of them.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Sovereign, forgive me. All I saw was an endless sea of snarling Order traitors pouring into the facility, and in that moment, my faculties desperately scrabbled to save ourselves. In my terror,
Thinking never made anybody happy. Again.
Proceeding to attack.